A few years ago, Nancy Cartwright, the actress who does the voice of Bart Simpson, was on a touring circuit of local universities, promoting her book, My Life as a 9-Year-Old Boy, talking about her time on The Simpsons, what it took for her to get the role on The Simpsons, just some stories about it. The co-workers and I are huge fans of the show, and jumped at these like $7 tickets or whatever. We thought, hey, let's go out for dinner and then go see this show. So their spouses came along, and suddenly there's Nancy Cartwright, and I was really excited. I was really excited to see her. And right away she started talking. I could tell my friends, or my coworkers' spouses, weren't liking her. And they commented afterward that, and she did, she had quite a mouth on her. She was very vulgar at times. I thought she was just funny, and I thought it was really interesting to hear her stories about working with Hanna-Barbera and whatnot. Well, one of the things, at the time, I had gotten my first digital camera, and they said, please no flash photography of Nancy Cartwright. So I decided, well, I can one-up the system, and I'll just turn the flash off. Well, as I was taking a picture, this is a different camera, but it's a Sony. Let's see here. There, see this thing? This is a laser. If it's too dark, this laser will shoot out, and it bounces on the subject, and that's what detects distance, and that is how the camera knows to focus. Right as they said, please no flash photography on Nancy Cartwright, this goes right on the side of her face. I could hear my friends gasp, and I turned beet red, quickly put the camera away, and it looked like she even had a couple handlers or guards or something there, and they kind of started looking around, and luckily they didn't see where it came from. And I still laugh when I see the blurry picture I have of Nancy Cartwright, and she was noticeably bothered by it. Well, apparently she doesn't like getting her picture taken from a certain side, and if you see her, she definitely has a face for voice acting, let me say that. One side is better than the other. I wouldn't doubt if she's had a little cosmetic surgery done. So we always joke about the time that I pissed off Nancy Cartwright. Years later, I find out she's a staunch Scientologist and is giving away millions of dollars to Scientology. I am not a fan of Scientology and try not to support it in any way, shape, or form. I think it's a horrible cult that's penetrating Hollywood, and I won't see a movie if it's starring a Scientologist that I know of. I'm a little conflicted with certain artists like Beck, things like that, but I try not to support it. Knowing she's a rabid Scientologist, and even like doing voice messages now on people's phones, and then ends it with like, don't have a comment. She ends it as Bart Simpson. My coworkers all wish that I would have pissed her off even more. So that's my story, how I pissed off Nancy Cartwright. Do you have any stories about awkward celebrity sightings? I have one more that I'll share at some point about how I offended Cindy Crawford when I met her back in the mid-90s. So thanks for listening. Bye. Da 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 da